Our volunteer for this session is Dezi Koster. When I announced about the demos, Dezi wrote to me and said, I got this issue about anxiety, could you help me out? So I said, sure, let's do it. So although she knows the techniques already, because there are going to be many people watching these videos who know nothing about this work and nothing about the pure awareness techniques, I'm going to treat her as if she's a new client, and because I want everybody who watches this to get a good orientation, thorough orientation to this work. That's one of the purposes of doing these online demos, is to educate people. The first thing I'd like to do is to tell you that the way we always start these sessions is we use this system called intuition testing that I'll be using throughout the session. For example, if I have Dezi say, my name is Dezi, please say my name is Dezi.
My name is Dezi.
And I test with my muscle like this, I'm pushing this finger up against this one, and the response is strong. And the strong response we're using as an indicator that there's a coherence or a kind of match between what she's saying and what she experiences in her body. So I'm going to start with that and show you how that works. I'm going to muscle test on Dezi's behalf, if that's okay with you, which I'm sure it is.
Yes.
So on Dezi's behalf, we're going to test from the Where to Start chart. This problem of anxiety that Dezi has, our solution to that is 100% at the awareness consciousness level. Yes, it is. Okay. There's some contribution that would help for resolving this at one of the other 4 levels. No. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is to help Dezi to clarify her intention. So we're going to now have a little bit of interaction. She's going to explain to us what's going on, what the problem is, and then we're going to clarify, okay, we know how it is, but how do we want it to be? What's the new reality we'd like to step into? Dezi, please explain to us a little bit about what's going on.
So with the company that I've been working at, I greatly admire and respect my boss, the CEO, and also I'm not going to go into names or anything, but just the gentleman that I work with. However, I often feel that I am incongruent with them, the way they're going, and so there can be a lot of clashing. And often when there is when there is this kind of charge of energy between them and me, it's incredibly uncomfortable. At the same time, I have this strong feeling that I'm not fully showing up as me. So there's this anxiety, and sometimes I'm told, we're going to be firing you and all kinds of different things, and that's very stressful for me.
If we could describe your intention of the new reality that you want to step into, given what we just talked about, how would you describe what it would be like living in that new reality?
It would be absolutely enjoying the uncertainty.
Fabulous. This is perfect. So if we could encapsulate that into one simple statement, maybe I'll suggest something. We could just say, I live in the wonder and delight of uncertainty.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's do a little testing. This intention is the optimal intention for this particular topic and session for Dezi. Yes, it is. It could be even better. No. They're the emotional energies that are created, that are at the basis of our ego-based thoughts. And those energies have a very interesting structure. They sort of radiate out, the energy radiates out into the space around you and creates a kind of cloud or aura of energy. And the problem is you're inside the cloud. These energies, we call them out technique energies. I'm going to show you how to do it so everyone can learn, understand. You get outside that cloud of energy. It brings you into that state of pure awareness, which you're very familiar with. And we'll start with the in technique energies. Yes, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 2 of them. There's also some out technique energies present. Yes, there's one out technique energy. So Desi, please close your eyes. Now, you already know where the energy is if you just put your attention there. So go ahead and allow yourself to notice the central, strongest part of the energy right in the middle. When Desi does this, at first, the energy will seem more intense than usual, and the intensity level may stay more or less the same for a little while. Gradually, it will start to diminish and become less. And when that happens, Desi, just give a nod to let me know that that's happening. So continue with that process, Desi, getting closer and closer, and it'll get softer and softer. This is a good sign.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Ah,
Tell us what just happened.
it was kind of dissolved. I mean, I had this like sensation as I was going down, this tightness, almost like, oh my God, it's feeling like I've never had a heart attack, but just this constriction.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just gone.
Yeah.
Right. So now optimal to go for the second in technique energy. Yes. Do you have a sense of where it is?
I can feel a little something here in my throat.
Bring your awareness close enough to it that you can really feel the central, strongest area very clearly. Not so close that it's overwhelming, but just close enough to be able to really experience it. And just notice the central, strongest part. How's it going?
Good. It's definitely a lot softer. It feels like it's pretty much
Yeah.
gone.
This energy is now completely resolved. Yes, it is. Very good. All right. So there's still this out technique energy. This is kind of the outer expression, you could say, of this fear of uncertainty. You up for it? We're going to go for this. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Very good.
Wow, this feels so good.
Oh,
Oh,
good. All right, very good. So let's go through it now. There's more explanation needed. No, we're ready to start. Very good. Okay, so again, close your eyes. You may already be able to sense this cloud or field of energy that's surrounding and engulfing you. Kind of a softer, just sort of aura or cloud of energy. Can you feel it already? Okay, great. The instruction now is very simple, and that is to just allow yourself to notice how big this cloud or field of energy is. We're looking for the place where the energy sort of fades off into the surrounding quietness. So now, as you look back at the cloud of energy that you were just inside of moments ago, what's happening to it?
it's kind of shrinking and getting dark.
There you go. And now it becomes possible to really clearly see that this energy is there as a reaction to a story that you have running in your mind of, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Something bad might happen. Do you feel a sense of choice or empowerment about whether you keep the story and allow it to continue to be in your awareness or not?
Yeah, it's like gone.
Yeah, it's already gone. Very good. So to make the decision to not allow it to occupy your awareness anymore, and therefore, if there's no story, there's no possibility of a reaction because the reaction was a reaction to the presence of the story, right?
Mm.
So now you'll notice that the moment you make that decision, the energy, any remaining energy of the cloud and the story both collapse back into the nothingness out of which you created them in the first place. Very good. So
Wow.
this out technique energy is now completely resolved. Yes. So it's appropriate for us to have Desi state her intention again and recheck whether she's congruent with it or not. Yes, that's the next step. So please, Desi, please say, I live in the wonder and delight of uncertainty.
I live in the wonder and delight of uncertainty.
Okay, and you're now congruent with that. And you know,
That was fantastic.
So thank you again for joining me. All the best to everyone. Thank you again, Dezi.
Bye.